First will be with your wireless mic system. So we'll plug that into the power supply. Volume we want to turn to max. And then the auto talk system is going to plug into the back of this. Now this second port is for your PA system or your speaker outlet. So we'll plug this into the speakers, and that way when you're talking through the mic, it'll run through your speaker system for your audience to hear. Turn this on. Now, there's two battery packs. The larger battery pack is for the side-to-side and tilt movement. So that plugs in right here. And make sure that your positive and negative are lined up with the rest of these channels. The smaller battery system will plug into the auto talk system. And just as before, make sure the colors are set up right. And then we'll go ahead and turn our mic system on. Now, depending on your mic system, on what channel we have it set up, sometimes we use Natty, sometimes we use Audio-Technica. The Natty has the on-off right here. Audio-Technica has a button at the bottom, and on both of these you'll have to add batteries. I already have the 9 volts. The Audio-Technica uses 2 AA's, so make sure you plug those in. And then on the Audio-Technica, you're going to want to press and hold until a green light shows up. And then with your radio system, you'll need 4 AA batteries. And then turn that on. And you'll be ready to go. Test, test, test. Hello. Test, test. Hello. After that, you can disassemble it, and we'll start again. You want to keep this pipe unplugged from this top part while we put it in. So I'm using one of our autos. So hold on to the jaw. This is going to work best if we swing this to the side. We'll go in. It's a very tight fit, so you just have to be patient and keep working it. You want it to be a tight fit so that once everything's plugged in, it looks and moves as lifelike as possible without creating wrinkles and bunched up fur. So we'll get it up into the neck. From here, we can start working it from inside. We're going to want to open the mouth up with our hands, and we'll slide it over the mouth board inside. And you want to feel for the elastic straps and make sure the elastic straps on the mouth board are going on the outside of the aluminum structure, so that when it opens, the mouthboard stays with it and opens with it. So I have it in there now. So now I'm going to move this up. Make sure the fur is not catching on the servo arms or screws. Right now it's catching a little bit on the servo arm. So I'm going to free that. And keep pushing it back in so it doesn't slip out. Okay. So now that it's in place, you can plug the pipe back into the coupler and make sure the servo wires aren't in the way, because you can pinch those and sever them. So you just gotta be careful with that. All right, so now that's on. You can plug it into the base. And we'll test to make sure everything's moving right. Okay, so the head movement's working. So now I'll plug in the audio talk. Test, test, hello, hello, test, test. All right, and that's it. System. And this is a pretty easy process, but I'll show you how to do it. We're going to want to center this adjustment pin right in the center. You can see there's a small arrow in the dial. We'll make sure that's right in the middle. And then we will hit the button. It's going to blink twice. So twice is for mouth closed position. We are going to adjust this clockwise until the mouth is about ½ an inch from being closed. This will allow enough room for the mouth board to slip inside. Once that's in place, we'll hit it again. We'll blink 3 times. That's for mouth open position. So we're going to do counterclockwise, and we're going to open this all the way until it reaches its limit. You don't want to go past the limit because that will burn out the servo. So you'll just want to open it as much as you can without hitting any sort of limit. Hit that again to lock it in. Number 4 is auxiliary servo limit. Now this is for random movement, and it's actually this channel right here. You can use this channel. For instance, if you want the puppet's head to move side to side throughout the performance without having to control it with the RC controller, then you can unplug that servo from the RC receiver and plug it into this channel, and then that will allow the head to just move side to side in a random movement. For this, we aren't going to use it, so we're going to pass it, but you can follow these instructions and it'll show you how to set that up. It's super easy. The 5 blink is for the same setup. So now this is going to move us into the partial calibration start. So this is fine tuning. The first one, blinking once, is for that auxiliary channel, which right now we aren't using. So hit that again. It'll go into 2, which is for the audio sensitivity. This is what is most important. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn the microphone system on. Okay, and once it's on, we can talk into the mic, and you should be able to see some movements. Out of the mouthboard. Now, what's easiest to do is to move this all the way to the right position, counterclockwise, and then we're going to bring it back just a little bit. And as you talk into the mic, you can watch the mouth movement on the auto talk stand, and just keep bringing it back until it looks like it's articulating just right with your speech. Once it's about where you want it, which I usually bring it about 2.5 clicks back, we'll lock it in, and that'll go into LEDs. We don't have the there's no use for LEDs on this board, so we're just going to pass these. And green is for standard mode, so now it's in running mode. One thing with this system that works really well is to go into the advanced programming and set up the mouth servo speed, and what that's going to do is boost the servo movement. So if you press and hold this down for about 5 seconds, it'll go back into a green blinking position. We're going to turn this all the way counterclockwise. That's going to, for the first blinking, that sets up servo sleep mode. We want it all the way clockwise so that when you're not talking in the mic, the mouth stays shut. If you have it turned the other way, then it will let the servo sleep to conserve energy, and it'll leave the mouth open, which we don't want. So we'll keep it all the way to the right. We'll hit it again, and that's for mouse servo speed. So this is going to boost the signal. So we want it all the way to the right. We'll hit it again. Now that servo is going to be moving to its max every time you talk into the microphone, so you'll get nice wide movements with the puppet as you're talking. So we hit it again. Now it's back in normal run mode. So that's it. It's all set up and it's ready to go.